Hey, what is up, YouTubers and YouTubies? It's your boy HG, and we back up in this thing like we belong here. Before we head into 2020, I just want to say thank you to everybody that has supported me and supported the channel. Even though I know we got a late start, I really appreciate each and every one of you. Now, before we end the year, I've had a chance to sit back and think about all of the things and goals I've accomplished and all of the purchases I've made. And there have been quite a few bad purchases that I might regret. I want to get into one of those first purchases that I regret buying. I didn't want to make a top 10s list because when I buy things, I buy them with purpose. I buy them because I like them, but I just buy them because I generally thought it was a good idea at the time. But getting into the first purchase that I regret, and it is the Ray Allen PE. Now this, if I had to put this list in any kind of order, I would base it off of least regretted purchase to most regretted purchase, and I'm pretty sure you all will agree with me as the video goes on. But my first choice is the Ray Allen PE, and not for the reasons that you might think. The only reason that this shoe made the list is because right now you can get this shoe for almost $100. I paid retail for this, and not that it's a bad shoe, it's a great shoe, but I think the reason that this shoe fell off because the original Ray Allen PE was all leather, and this is a nubuck. But I feel like if it had been all leather like it originally released, that this wouldn't have sat on shelves. It would probably be sold out, and it would probably go for an insane amount retail value. But yeah, so my first choice was the Ray Allen PE exclusive, and I'll put this here, right here. Let's see. My next choice is the Nike Air Max Mars Landing. And the only reason that this shoe is up here is because I have no idea what I would wear this with. It's not a bad shoe, it's actually dope. The midsole has speckled 3M, so when the light hits it, you get like all these little hits of silver, which really complements this shoe really well. And when the light hits the upper, it gives like a nice Mars surface glow. It also came with orange laces, but it came with extra set of laces as well. The yellow laces with 3M hits on it, and it came with some black laces. But like I said, it's not a bad shoe. I just don't imagine myself wearing it anytime soon. And this shoe has been out since what, early this year. I ended up picking up these at a pop-up. But yeah, the Mars Landing is one of those options. Now another option that I have up here is the Jordan 12, what is this? What were they calling this? The Blue Games, I think it was, yeah. I forgot the other name for it, but the most recent name that comes to mind for me is the Blue Games. Now the leather on here is crazy. This is a crazy good material on this upper. The colorway is not bad at all, but again, I just don't see myself wearing this anytime soon. The reason I picked this one up was because I'm a huge fan of 12s. If y'all don't know from my previous videos, 12s was one of those shoes that got me into collecting Jordans. It was the 12, the 13, and the 11s, the Bread 11s, the Taxi 12s, and the Flint 13s. Neither one of which I have. I recently picked up the Bread 11s. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I was extremely excited. It was a crazy, kind of emotional video, but it was good nonetheless. But yeah, I think the nostalgia of the 12 got me caught up in this shoe per se. But again, not a bad shoe, just not something that I necessarily had to have, to be honest with you. Now I'll sit that right there. Let's see. The next shoe is, and I know a lot of y'all are gonna hate me for this, but I gotta do it. I gotta be honest with y'all. I gotta be honest with the people that watch my channel. And it is the reverse Ferrari 14s. This shoe, I don't want to say I got caught in the hype of the shoe, because I was never really a huge fan. There were certain elements about the shoe that did intrigue me, like the carbon fiber hits and the yellow color. Also, I'm not the hugest fan of 14s, but I do like 14s. The first pair of 14s that I ever bought were a pair of Laney 14s, and I was about 10 or 11 when I bought those shoes. I had a summer job and I worked hard, and I, fell in love with those 14s. But this right here, I just expected more. Like, I remember 14s as being like a sleek design where it was really aerodynamic, kind of like the Ferrari that it's modeled after. But these, look, I mean, they're chunky in the back. There's nothing really aerodynamic about this except for the point in the toe, and even the toe is kind of chubby. So, I liked the Ferrari, the red Ferraris, and I guess I thought that these would be that same kind of suede material, but looking back at it, nah, this ain't it, man. This ain't it, y'all. I'm sorry I had to do it, but yeah, the Ferrari 14s is making this list, and I'll just sit those right there. Let's see. The next one, and a lot of fans of this shoe will probably agree, even the most diehard fans will probably agree, but it is the Yeezy 350 V2, try saying that 10 times fast, in the cloud white colorway. And I don't know if the camera is picking up the actual cloud white colorway. Again, not a bad shoe. I will say I am not the hugest Yeezy fan, but I do have a few pairs of Yeezys, and out of the pair of Yeezys that I have, this is probably the most boring. I had a pair of Landmarks at one point, and I probably would have thrown those Landmarks up on this list if I still had them. I sold them recently. But yeah, this is another shoe that I'm just trying to get rid of in a size 10. But I mean, like I said, it's not bad. It's actually a nice color, but it's just lackluster. Towards the end of the year, Yeezy just really got boring with their colorways, and this is just like a prime example. So, I mean, sorry, yeah, I just had to throw it up there. Another release, and there were quite a few of these that dropped this year, so they were easily forgotten. And I guarantee you, two of these shoes, you'll say, what, those came out this year? And the last one, if it hadn't have been like a most recent drop, you probably would have forgotten about it too. One of them is the Jordan 1, Shattered Backboard 3.0. And it's on this list not for the reasons that you think it's on here. I actually like the gloss black look, and I also like the matte black look that everybody's doing with the custom looks and things like that. So I mean, no, it's not the shiny bacon, grease bacon look, or the aged midsole that everybody seems to hate at this point. It is simply because I think I got caught in the nostalgia, but the fact of I didn't want to miss another Shattered Backboard release. A lot of people are questioning whether this is actually a shattered backboard or not, and I can understand why, because the original Shattered Backboard had the shattered glass on the insole and all of that good stuff, and this one is void of any of that. The only thing that's probably similar to the Shattered Backboard is the orange that's on this shoe. I missed out on the reverse Shattered Backboard by just a few weeks when I started collecting again. I just barely missed out on the reverse Shattered Backboards. I wasn't collecting when the actual original Shattered Backboards came out, But I like I said, I didn't want to miss out on another one. And I mean, I probably could have saved the money I paid for this and just put it towards getting the reverse, which is one of those that I really wanted. But yeah, for that reason, maybe fearing that I might miss out on another good shoe and not wanting to pay that high resale price was the reason I bought this. So I'd have to say, yeah, probably fear got me caught up on this. I'll just put that one there. Let me see, I'll shift this up here. Give me just a second, just so I can try and get all of them in the frame. Another one is the Jordan 1 Defiant. And this kind of gives me, like with the tongue tag, it gives me kind of a Stranger Things vibe. But the reason this is on the list beyond these little, what is he, little sombrero hat? You know what I'm talking about, the little things that hang over this sombrero hats. I don't want to offend anybody, but that's just what I remember these little kind of frilly things for. But the reason this is on that list is because of this black, white, and red colorway. There are so many Jordan 1s that came out this year with that black, red, white thing colorway that this was just really unnecessary. Looking back at it, the leather is not bad. The look is not bad. And then especially the quality tongue of the shoe, and it comes with extra laces. None of it is really bad. It was just that the market was flooded with Jordan 1s that were black, red, and white. I look at this now and feel like it's more of a consolation if you missed out on some of the ones that everybody really wanted. But hey, not a bad consolation if you have to ask me, just not necessary. So yeah, for that reason, another one hits the list. Now, this one right here, and this one along with the last two, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people will agree, hand in hand, should be at the top of the list where they are. Now, whether or not you want to swap them back and forth between 1 and 2 is really up to you, but I guarantee you, you will feel like this needed to be on the list. And it is the Jordan 1 Phantom. And I don't know if it's gonna show up very well on the camera because of the whitewashing of the lights, but yeah, I mean, oh man, this is just, I think I got caught up in the buy Jordan 1s craze. It's not a bad shoe, but it's just, why? I mean, a lot of people were hating on the tumble, and man, it's got marks on it, and it's a DS pair of shoes. But I mean, a lot of people were hating on the tumble, which mine aren't that bad. Like, a lot of people were saying that it looked like a balled up piece of newspaper on the leather, and mine honestly didn't come that way. They honestly came pretty dope. At the time, like I said, an early shoe in the year when I thought it was gonna be like just a few Jordan 1s and that was it. But boy, I couldn't be more wrong, and we couldn't be more wrong. Excuse me, but yeah, this was one of those shoes that now looking back on it, I wish it was like a real Phantom and would just disappear. Who knows? Maybe I'll let it go. Maybe in time, my thoughts will change back to my original thoughts of, it's a dope shoe, and I guess it's all how you wear it. Maybe if I put on a dope fit or something like that and I really dress it up, maybe it'll really change my mind. But for right now, at this point, the Jordan 1 Phantom has made it in the top tier of regretful purchases of 2019. Now, last but not least, and you all have been looking at it for the longest since the beginning of the video, and you probably didn't even notice, but I guarantee you will agree, and it's right here. Let me get this down. Let me get this. and in this golden box, and definitely not golden or worthy of a golden type seal. It is, drum roll please, brrr, and I'm pretty sure y'all recognize this box, and if you don't, that's the receipt. You soon will know. It is right here. Oh boy. The Jordan 12 Chinese New Year. One of my biggest issues with this shoe is 2018, I think it was, we had a Jordan 12 Chinese New Year in just about this exact colorway that was twice as better, 10 times better. So I don't even know why they did this one the previous year, but my love for Jordan 12s really caught me on this one. It's got like this neoprene, I think that's what they call it, neoprene nylon rip away upper to reveal kind of like a rubber pattern underneath, and the pattern is like on the ankle collar. But I don't want to beat the shoe up because it's not a bad shoe, but it is an extremely unnecessary shoe. As I shake it, it is an extremely unnecessary shoe. And to give you all an idea of how unnecessary and how much of a horrible purchase this was, I just pulled it out of the shipper for this video. It was still in the original shipper, and this shoe dropped January 2019. So it dropped 11 months ago, 12 months ago, however you want to look at it. But let me see, how much was this anyway? $250? You man, you got to be kidding me. I know I didn't pay $250 for these. Yeah, this was definitely, this definitely earned its spot in this video. And whether I take a loss on it or not, I got to get rid of these because, like I said, I had the 12s from the year before, and I like those a lot better. Oh man, jeez. We gonna sit this right here. We gonna sit all of these other ones up here and let y'all get a look. Let me see. See if I can get them all in frame. Stack them up like that. So yeah, there you go. The 3.0 shattered backboards, the Yeezy 350 V2 Cloud Whites, the Phantom ones, the Defiant ones, the reverse Ferrari 14s, the Ray Allen PEs, the Mars Landings, the Blue Games, and the Chinese New Year 12s. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think about this list. Do you think they're deserving to be on this list? If you had to switch up the order, what order would you put them in? Let me know down in the comment section below. Let me know what are some of your most regretted purchases of 2019, because as you can clearly see, I've got quite a few up here that I might be trying to get rid of, might I add. So I mean, if you're in the market or know anybody that's in the market for these, they are all DS. I think I might keep maybe 3 of these up here, but they are all DS and all in a size 10. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, because I'm coming out with a top purchases of 2019, top sneaker purchases of 2019, so be out on the look for that. And in order to get that, you're gonna have to subscribe. I got a video coming out that I want y'all to check out. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, go check those out. I will really appreciate the view time. Before I go, I can't leave y'all without saying, nothing is impossible. Fight for everything you believe in. Don't let anything stand in your way. The year is almost over with. What are your New Year's resolutions? And dream hungry. Until next time, peace.